Campus Heroes are out in full force, and it's time to make a choice. Which one of these guys are you going to add to your squad? Let's jump right into it. What's good, everybody? What's going on? It's your boy Rob, aka Roboto. So now we're back, Campus Heroes, once again. Second video, we're going to take a look at these guys today, but we're kind of going to take a look at each one. Well, not maybe each one, but some of the best ones to go after if you're really interested in getting one of these guys on the team. Which ones are the best? Which ones are the worst? Which ones should you be targeting, right? But before we jump into all that, just want to let you know, if you are new here, appreciate you for stopping by. If you'd be so kind, so hit the subscribe button down below, notification bell right next to it, so you get notified anytime I'm live with brand new content right here on YouTube. You can also show some love by liking the video. Thumbs up if you like what you see. Thumbs up if you like these thoughts, ideas, concepts, whatever you want to call them about these Campus Heroes. And last but not least, let me know in the comment section down below which one of these Campus Heroes are you looking to add to your team, regardless of theme team needs or not. There's still some pretty good cards out there that you should be considering adding to the squad, right? So let's jump right into it. All right, so we're here in Muthead. We're not going to go too much into the game, maybe to show you guys some stuff, but just a reminder, reflection, look back for everybody. Wildcard Wednesday's Campus Heroes this week. We're getting 2492 overalls. It's a program similarly set up to the 50, in which we have to get 82 overalls to complete a set to get the 92 back. You could also get the 92 out of the reroll pack. I'm not sure about regular packs. We might have to rip that all pro bundle I got stored away just to see and maybe test it out a little bit, right? But that's the gist of this. All right, so we're gonna go down and look at the heroes, and now this list here, guys, everybody's asking which guys get which chems, which guys get which team chems. Right here will tell you everything you need to know. Again, this is on Muthead, right? But if you want to take a screenshot, if you want to take a look at it right here, I'll move my head out the way so you guys can take a better look and see if somebody fits your squad. We'll do a quick scroll down real quick, just one here, and I think Herschel Walker is the last one on the list. So if any of these guys are hitting your team, I mean, pause the video, check it out, you can see this list. But again, it's on Muthead. It's one of the first posts on the Muthead website. So these are all the guys with their chems. So shouts to Muthead for that. They also went through all the sets and the rerolls, all that good stuff. So that is what is going to be our kind of, I guess, launching off point here. Let's jump into a couple of things here when it comes to Campus Heroes. Number one, first and foremost, right now, yes, some of them are cheaper, some of them are a little more expensive. It's kind of interesting how to get them. Some people are using the training that they got left over from Blitz. Other people are buying cards off the market. So things are going to fluctuate up and down. Okay, so let's get that out the way first. Also, a little caveat too. No, I don't hate your theme team. No, I don't hate your favorite player that's on this list. I just am giving a unbiased, straight up decision on both. Considering all the factors for these cards, right? One, is it a good card, right? Two, is it going to be a valuable card? Three, what's the future of this card, right? Are we going to potentially get another card that'll get an upgrade for this guy? What are the likelihoods that this guy's going to get an upgrade later down the line? There's a couple good names to consider for that as well. So overall though, we're just going to dive into some of the best names I think that you should be targeting. Everything is going to be different, right? Like everybody is going to need different things for a team. I don't know what schemes you run, who's your quarterback, who's your best safety. I have no clue of any of that. So I'm just kind of giving a generic look at everything, considering multiple factors. So this isn't as much as a top 10 of sorts. This is more so just me giving thoughts on some of these select people that you should really consider. So let's jump right into it. And I'm going to start off by showing you guys here currently at about, I want to say it's almost 4 o'clock here. Yeah, almost 4 o'clock here when Campus Heroes came out earlier today. Here are the current prices. Who's up at the top here? Randy Cross, Tim Tebow, Herschel Walker, Pat Watkins, Chris Samuels, Shockey, and Bruce Matthews. So these are the most expensive guys out right now. Will these prices increase? I think so, because right now we're kind of sitting in this little bubble of where people have a lot of training left over, right? From Blitz, or they're also buying training for cheap right now because the prices are still kind of low on a lot of these cards, especially 88s, 89s, 90s. So if you need some training, I'd get in there while you could. There's some training that's under like 12 coins per training, 11 coins, even 10.9 if you can really snipe them there. So this is what we're looking at here. So overall, I'm not surprised, right? Tebow's up there, Herschel Walker's up there, Shockey's up there, Pat Watkins we're gonna jump into, and some of the linemen we'll jump into them too. But let's start right here with Team Tebow. Now here's the deal with Tim Tebow. His archetype is atrocious, right? Improviser archetype, you're not getting any good abilities there. But man, his stats. 87 speed, 91 throw power, which you could boost up for sure with go deep and such. But in the sense of just Tim Tebow, just the card straight up, no stats in consideration like I'm gonna do for everybody else, his accuracy is a little weak, right? Mid-ac, deep accuracy, a little bit small, and his throw power isn't the best, right? When you got a guy like Josh Allen who's out there slinging it. Some other guys can, obviously you can chem him up and get him to where you need to be, but I'm talking straight up Tebow, just the card as it is. You know, it's a good quarterback to be moving around with, improviser quarterback. You know, just don't throw it deep. You got them short passes, some medium passes, and you'll survive. You'll make it happen with this card. I'm sure on Broncos themed teams and Jets, it will be fun as hell to use him as your QB1 for a little bit until you get a better one. You know, Elway or even Joe Namath down the line for the Jets, which is expected. Given some research on the Football Greats Alliance. So just keep that in consideration. This Tebow card right now, it's almost at 140 according to Mudhead here on Xbox, almost 130 on PS4. So could it continue to climb? Possibly, or it could go back down, right? Once people are using it, they're like, I'm not too cool about this guy. So Tim Tebow's just here. Name recognition, name alone, I think he's worth it to try to even test out running your team, do some fun stuff with him, especially if you're doing like some Wildcat stuff. So Tim Tebow's not a bad one to be looking at. Now we're gonna stick on the offensive side first here, and I'm gonna go right to Herschel Walker. I think he's probably the best out of the bunch. Power back archetype, which usually isn't the greatest. You know, we see guys like Adrian Peterson, Derrick Henry get power back archetypes in the past and really weren't really too anything crazy. But this guy right here, 92 speed, 93 excel. Again, it's a power back archetype, okay? 92 speed, 93 excel, 90 agility, 90 trucking, 90 cod. Ball carrier vision's 87, juke's 87. Stiff arm's a little low for my liking, I think. 86 stiff arm. I really wanted to try to get arm bar on him, but it's not quite up to snuff yet. I'd have to get some, I think, maxed out one of the running chemistries, and he'll probably even not even get close to that, even that's maxed out. So 89 carry, 88 blocking, break tackle. His catching's at 63. I tried some backfield mismatch stuff with him. It was all right. I mean, you just have to be in the right setting, right? You have to be in the right matchup to get it to work the way you want it to work. So, but man, 92 speed, 93 excel. This is not a bad card at all. He also gets Giants chem, so for me, that's a big W, even though I already got Barkley and I still have Barry Sanders, but still, Herschel Walker is awesome, dude. I love a Herschel Walker. That's a good name. His value will probably continue to climb, and also what I consider too is maybe he's somebody who gets like a fake Legends card later on, you know, Chris Cooley type. Who knows? It's a big enough name, right? It's Herschel Walker, so maybe he gets one. Going right down the line here, continue with the running backs. We won't spend too much time on Cadillac Williams, excuse me. Elusive back archetype, so a little bit similar to Barkley in that vein. 91 speed, 91 excel, 85 truck, 92 cod, 93 juke move, so he's a little shifty out there. 89 carry. His catching at 76, so it's not too bad. Bucks chems here for him. Look, I don't think it's a bad card at all. It's a solid archetype too. For 103, if you really need it for your Bucks theme team, maybe go get it. It's not a bad price at all. Yeah, look at these stats. These stats just say it all for him. He's a solid overall running back. A lot of these guys are going to be solid overall players. So Cadillac Williams is definitely a good buy, especially if you need a good running back, right? Maurice Jones-Drew here, another elusive back. 90 speed though, 91 excel, 84 trucking, 92 cod, 90 juke move, right? But 85 stiff arm, 87 break tackle, 92 agility, 80 catching isn't bad, so you like that for MJD. I don't know about his alt positions. I don't think he gets an alt position. Yeah, I mean, he's a 74 as a fullback here. I don't know. This card shouldn't be a 92, right? Because a lot of his stats are in the 80s here. All these stats are right here in the 80s. So if I had to rank the running backs, Jones-Drew is probably the worst out of the three. Herschel Walker, Carnell Williams, and Jones-Drew would be probably number 3, but he's not horrible. It's just not where it should be, right, for 92. Sticking on the offense, going with my guy Jeremy Shockey. He's a position archetype tight end, but man, 87 speed, 90 excel, 88 agility, 90 jump, 93 catch, 92 catch in traffic, 88 spec catch, 94 short route running, 90 medium route running, 86 deep route, and 91 release. His trucking's 88, COD's 88, ball carrier vision is 89. Look, I have been using him this morning since he came out, and he's just been insane. He's literally been insane for me. Now, I know for others, he's probably not doing so great. Now, granted, I do have Giants chems on him, right? We got 25 Giants chems on him. We also got Shaker, We got go deep on him, so he's kind of maxed out as much as he could be right now, unless I switch up some more chems. So for me, I think Shockey is probably one of the top 4 or 5 tight ends in the game right now. You know, obviously you got Waller, you just got Chris Cooley, and now we have Jeremy Shockey here. You still have a bunch of other good options out there too at tight end, but I mean, this is no slouch, man. 87 speed with that 93 catch, 90 medium route running. He's hitting thresholds, and if you can do some fun stuff with him, even right here, wide receiver position switch to a 92 wide receiver. So he does get position switch to wide receiver. I know Herschel Walker does not. I wanted to put him at fullback maybe, but they didn't hook it up right there. So Shockey, very, very good. And also his run blocking here is 78. So not too bad there for a run blocking tight end. So next up is Peter Warwick. So Warwick comes and joins a already stacked set of wide receiver groups here, both with Seattle and Cincy. They both have some very good wide receiver cores, and Warwick is just adding an icing on top, right? So if we scroll down and check him, he's a deep side archetype, but his 91 speed, it's not the best. 93 excel, could be a little bit faster. 88 catch of traffic, but 91 deep route running, that's over threshold. 90 medium route running. 94 COD is kind of high, right? He's about 5'11", but 94 COD, right? So that's interesting right there. I like that. I like that a lot. So Peter Warwick seems like a nice addition, especially if you Bengals Seahawks theme team. Will his value go up anything crazy? I'm not too sure. I don't think so. But he could be somebody to hold on to for a little bit. So here's one that I'm just showing for the simple fact that I'm kind of disappointed by it, but it might be just me, right? 88 speed on Keyshawn Johnson, 86 deep route running. He's hitting thresholds for medium and short, but I don't know, man. I guess if you throw him across the middle, I don't know why he's gonna be doing anything crazy for you. It's the speed that's a killer, you know? It's a speed that's the killer for a lot of receivers, especially when you just got Tyreek Hill out there blazing by everybody. A Megatron earlier last week. So, you know, Jets theme teamers. What else is he on? Bucks, obviously, and Cowboys and Panthers. So Keyshawn could be somebody that you add to your team. Obviously, he's hitting a bunch of good theme teams that need some upgrades, especially at the receiver position. So Keyshawn Johnson at 6'4" though, right? So that's no slouch. So we can't discredit that 6'4", but he's not really going up and anywhere in the market. So Keyshawn could be somebody to potentially avoid unless you really want him. So here we go into the big thick boys up front. Now, all these guys are pretty much going to be the same idea here, right? Chris Samuels, Bruce Matthews, Randy Cross, and Matt Stinchcomb. These 4 guys are the kind of, I guess, the better offensive linemen that we have here. So these guys that I just wanted to touch on, all 4 of them are obviously good linemen to have. They all have different, you know, traits that'll help them out. Right here, the run block, finesse, pass block are all above 90 for Samuels here. Bruce Matthews as well. He's hitting all above 90 there. Randy Cross, he's close to it. His pass block's a little low right there. His pass block finesse, excuse me, his lead blocking's a little low. And Matt Stinchcomb is also similar, but his run blocking is a little low. All these guys are pretty much interchangeable, right? Because they're all linemen. The thing is that you're going to want to pick depending on your theme teams. Again, you can go check this out and see all the theme teams that you want. But if I had to pick one to really invest in and hold on to, it would probably be Bruce Matthews, just for the simple fact that he's the only Pro Football Hall of Famer on this list. The other guys are College Football Hall of Famers, and I think Bruce Matthews might be somebody who gets a Legends card, Ultimate Legends later down on the line. So he's probably gonna be somebody I'm gonna be adding to the team, just for the simple fact that we're going to probably get something for him upgraded, right? Bruce Matthews is somebody that, and Keyshawn Johnson too might be a good name for that, just because he's a big name, right? Name value. He played a long time in the league, so maybe Keyshawn gets a UL, something down the line later on, maybe a playoff card, Super Bowl card with the Bucks, something like that. So Keyshawn Johnson should be one to keep an eye on too. This guy right here though, Chris Samuels, ain't half bad, right? For a left tackle. I think he's probably the overall best out of the bunch. If I had to pick one between these two, these guys are just so interchangeable though, right? They're just so damn similar, but he has the pass block on Bruce Matthews. Bruce Matthews has the run block. So for me, I'm probably gonna go Bruce Matthews there as my center. Maybe we stumble into Samuels, but who knows? So we're switching to the defensive side of the ball, and arguably the best card in this whole promo is actually Pat Watkins, right? Pat Watkins here, Cowboys and Chargers theme teams, and we're gonna go check his out. 91 speed, 92 excel, 86 man, 90 zone coverage, 86 power, but there's something about him out there that's just making plays, you know? He's just making plays at 6'5" as a free safety. If we go ahead and compare him to somebody like a Ronnie Lott, 6'5", 218 there, and Ronnie Lott, who's somebody that I really like and I'm always been rocking with on the team. We're just gonna do his top Legends card. you know, it's not too bad. Lott has him on some stuff there on the main coverage, but he's not a slouch, right? Not a slouch whatsoever. If you throw it back into the zone coverage there for him, he'll be fine as a back safety. He'll make some plays for you. His catching's about 77, so it's not the best, but pursuit's 91, tackles 89, which is always good to see on safeties if they have higher tackle. You know, a high tackle rating there is always good, especially when the running backs are blazing on the field. You want to kind of wrap somebody up. He's a 92 free safety, 88 corner, 89 strong safety. So he's definitely somebody who's going to want to stay in the back, maybe play a little center field back there, and just have him go and pick the ball off, right? I mean, look at his ratings for range right here, 98 range, how fast and he can get around the field and stuff. So yeah, Pat Watkins probably the best defensive card out of the whole bunch. Here's one similarly to the offensive lineman, and we'll do it for these two guys, Nick Fairley, Vince Wilfork, these two thick boys right up front there. Vince, obviously 6'2", 325, Fairley 6'4", 308. These guys are huge, huge, huge. For these guys to come in at these ratings is pretty dope. Now, Wilfork for me is probably better than Fairley, just because Wilfork's 94 strength, 94 block shed, 92 pursuit, 92 tackle. I mean, I don't need hit power there for Vince Wilfork. He's just gonna stuff the run. He's gonna plug holes. If you got holes to be plugged, Big Daddy Vince will take care of it. All right, it's a good card for a D lineman. Obviously, we don't care too much about D lineman, but we love to see this for Wilfork. It's well deserved for sure. And Nick Fairley is no slouch either, right? 90 pass move, 81 finesse move. He's gonna be more. He's also a power rusher there. So 92 block shed, 92 pursuit, 91 tackle. You don't hate that, all right? 86 power, 75 speeds, not horrible. You're survive there. If you need him to kind of race up and catch somebody right at the line, and 90 strength there, a little bit lower than Wilfork, but still, this guy is very viable option for your D-line, especially if you're running Lions theme team, and I forget who else is. So Patriots, Texans for Wilfork, and Fairley is Lions, Rams, Saints. So Ken Norton, right outside linebacker. Look, linebackers are cool, and we got Jonathan Vilma, but like linebackers just don't matter yet. They just don't matter. Maybe they will matter later on down the line, but right now linebackers are kind of pointless. So these guys are mostly like, we're looking at them as pass rushers, right? Especially Ken Norton here is a run stopper. 86 speed, 88 block shed, 89 pursuit, 92 tackle, 86 power, 91 awareness. The only thing that he provides value for is that Norton will have the good team chems. Where is he? Right here. Cam Norton right here. He's going to have Cowboys and 49ers, two popular team chems. So that's somebody that's probably going to always be a little bit higher than the rest because people want to put him on the theme team. You want to get your theme teams up 50-50, especially this year. We're seeing it a whole lot. And then Trace Armstrong here. I don't know about him. 84 speed, 89 excel, 87 agility, 88 awareness, 88 block shed, 89 pursuit, 91 tackle. I'm not too sure, right? 89 play rec. I don't know. He also gets chems for Bears, Dolphins, and Raiders. So maybe you get him to where he needs to be. That power move though at 82, but the finesse move's at 93. So I like him overall. I just wouldn't commit too much capital into him because I think this is probably like the best card he's gonna get, and I wouldn't spend too much there, right? So now that we looked at most of the players, we can go with Check Mudhead and see which ones are long-term values. Just to close out the video here, I would say Herschel Walker is a good bet for a long-term value. Bruce Matthews as well. Vince Wilfork, possibly legend. UL, maybe one of those two. I would avoid Carlos Rogers at all costs. He is so slow. And his man coverage is only 87, and that's the meta right now, so keep that in mind. Reggie Nelson, also a little bit too slow there, but his zone's cool at 91. Vilma, like I said earlier, like 86 speed is nice, 88 block shed, 88 power move, 85 zone, but just linebackers just don't matter, right? Liner's horrible. So these are all the lists. The guys I would say to try and get and invest in probably are the linemen. Invest in that, hold them maybe for a little bit, or maybe sell them later down the line. And Tebow's just always going to be at the top of the list. I mean, that's just a given. Everybody's trying to run Tebow, and for obvious reasons. It's a fun name. It's a great name to add to MUT. So overall, I'd say Campus Heroes are a solid W, not a big W, a solid W, a nice W. Us not getting solos kind of hurts the no money spent. The grinders, the solo grinders, hurts those guys for sure. But if you were smart over the weekend, you bought a lot of training, you shouldn't have any worries about this. I've already been able to do like 4 of these cards, tested out a couple of them, sold a couple of them. So we're trying a bunch of new things out today. That's going to do it all for the video though today, guys. A little bit longer than usual, but it's all right. Wanted to get these thoughts out and talk to you about this stuff. If you like what you see, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Catch you next time. Peace.